shaking? What's going on? This is Andy coming to you again from here at Andy's World of Bass, and today I'm going to do demo video for you with this beautiful instrument that I'm holding. Just got this bass. It was custom built for me by Nino Valenti, bass guitars out of New York City. It's a American USA, 100% USA made instrument. All the woods and everything are made here. And it has a lot of great features and a few custom upgrades that I requested. So I'll tell you about the specs, and then we'll listen to it. We'll hear, several different sound things about this instrument. Now, one thing I want to tell you is that this is maybe one of the most versatile basses that I have. Just the way that the woods came together and the way that the electronics came together, the types of sounds that it has, and the types of variety of kind of vibes and everything that it can cover is really, really, really spectacular. It has a maple neck with a Pau-Ferro fingerboard, 21 frets. The model is the T21-P5. It has a lightweight alder body that is finished in this shoreline gold, beautiful shoreline gold paint job, matching headstock, and it's satin, okay? But super lightweight. The whole bass weighs 8.2 pounds, all right? So for a 5-string P, that is an absolutely wonderful weight. Super lightweight. The vintage mint green pickguard on there offsets perfectly in terms of like the aesthetic, like how it looks with the shoreline gold. For the pickups, it has the Nordstrand NP5A and the hum canceling J pickup in the back. It has an active passive 2-band electronics from Nordstrand, volume, blend, passive tone that acts as a push-pull active passive switch, and then the stacked bass and treble. It has a vintage Hipshot bridge with the threaded saddles on there, and the ultralight Hipshot tuners, the vintage style clovers, and the string retainer, also from Hipshot. So there's the specs. So let's start listening to it. Okay, that was both pickups. We're in passive mode. So this whole first section is going to be completely passive mode. That was both pickups. Now we'll go to just the front. Here, we'll do this. That was both pickups. Now we'll go to just the front. And the tone is on 10. I'm going to bring the tone back to about 9. So that's a fantastic passive P-bass sound. That it would be awesome. But that's only the very beginning of what this is capable of. So that front pickup is killer. Now here's the back pickup. Back pickup, passive mode, totally happening, and of course completely dead quiet, no noise. Now we'll go back to still in passive mode, but both pickups again. It's got this great thing that happens when you start digging in on Couple things I want to mention before we go any farther. The shape of this neck is like a shallow C, so it feels like it's like a pre-CBS Fender in a lot of ways. It's not a deep fat neck. It's got a nice shallow C to it, and it's 1 3/4 at the nut. So all this area down here in the money zone, you know, is really comfortable, and it has 18mm spacing. So this bass is it's super comfortable to play. There's nothing that feels cumbersome about it. So this is still passive mode. You know, the thing that amazes me, one of the things that really amazes me about it is, and I didn't expect, is how killer of a slapping instrument this is. You just don't usually associate a P bass with being a killer slapping bass, but this is one of my best slapping basses. All right, now we go to active mode. I mean, check that out. That is the most bitchin'. Got the most amazing modern slap sound. So I guess we go to front pickup, active mode. I got the bass and the treble up about 30% each. You know, if I turn them all the way down. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. Active bass and active treble, very well behaved treble. It doesn't take your face off. Sounds very musical. There's the front pickup now, the back pickup in active mode, and keep it in. And the other cool thing about this instrument, I'll say, is that the passive tone operates even when it's engaged into active mode. Right, we're in active mode, but the tone still works, which is great. Because you can really get the most out of the treble control by having the passive tone working. So we're back pickup only, active mode. The treble and the bass are at 30% and the tone is at 70%. Now this blend, the blend is great. It's right in the center again. Slightly rolled to the front pickup. You know, these blend controls, they always sound better when they're not right in the center, unless you're slapping. If you're not going to be slapping specifically, you know, either put it slightly rolled towards the front or slightly rolled towards the back. Okay, so man, what a killer, what a killer bass. I mean, that modern slap sound is just to die for. I mean, I hardly ever slap on the gigs, but you know, I still want my bass to be able to do it. Alright, so there you have it. I've been going on pretty long in this video. We'll cut it now. But congratulations and awesome job. Kudos out to Nino Valenti. This is my second Valenti bass. This one is my first Valenti that I've had for 2.5 years now. And this instrument that I'm holding right here in my right hand is one of the ones that I've used more than any out live on gigs. You know, I take 2 basses to every gig that I play. Every 5-string gig that I play, I bring 2 5-strings, obviously. And man, I always end up taking the Valenti as one of them. And it's usually the one that I play in the last set, you know, because my band often plays multiple sets every night. Not always, but sometimes. And I like having the Valenti to play last in the last set because it's up until I got this, it's one of my lightest 5-strings. That one and my Nordi. So, you know, you want a light bass, you know, light 5-string, you know, if you're playing 3 sets a night or whatever, you know, by that 3rd set you're starting to feel fatigued. So having a lighter 5-string is a really, really wonderful thing. And that instrument, just like this one, probably the highlight of it is that it does the vintage thing convincingly, and it does the modern active thing convincingly. And that's kind of really where it's at. Like if you have a bass that has a preamp in it, I think when you have it in passive mode, it should sound like a vintage instrument. It should sound like a passive bass and really do that well. And then when you want to go to that modern active place for the music when it calls for it, you have it and it does that really well too. And that's the thing about these Valenti basses that I think kind of really shines with them. That and the way that the neck is done. In terms of the way that the nut is cut, the way that this one has the rounded fretboard edges and nicely rounded edges. The frets are very smooth and polished perfectly. So they really sing. And there's no grind, you know what I mean? There's no, when you do a bend, there's none of that grind or anything. So it's just a very well prepared and done neck. And that comfort, that left hand comfort, is the number one thing that we always notice about any instrument that we love. The thing that we love the most about it is the way that it feels in the left hand. So this kind of feels like an old Fender in terms of that neck shape and the beautiful fretwork. Those are just some of the highlights. There'll be a lot more to come with this instrument and my other one. So I just want to say thank you to Nino, and I want to say thank you to Nordstrand Audio and to Hipshot, who provided the electronics and the hardware for this instrument. It's been a great collaboration working with all three brands. And yeah, I'm going to be taking this out on my gigs this weekend, starting tonight, and I'll report back to you. All right, friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.